guys, we are here on the trails trying to tear it up. So I want to put this to the test and see if it's actually a good trail machine. I know they're fast, but are they good at other things? What this machine can do. So this is actually the base model, so 120 horsepower, 64 inches wide, but I have wheel spacers in, so this is actually about 68 inches wide, and I've actually got 2-inch wheel spacers in, so this is basically best of both worlds here when it comes to what machine you can buy. So if you got another machine other than the base model here, just take this machine and multiply about 50, and yeah, that's about the same ratio we're working with here. So we're just trying to see what we can do with this machine in the trails. Is this an actual good trail riding machine? And I'm taking this to the extreme. There is going to be some trees that aren't going to make it through this. That's just the way it's going to be. I'm doing this for you guys. So I don't know what type of riding you guys do, but this is extreme trail riding. I'm pretty sure there's a fence here somewhere. There goes another tree. So to bring into perspective, I don't have a roof on me yet. I have a half windshield, so I do have a roof coming in, so I'm gonna get a little bit more dirtier than maybe normal, so take that into consideration. Yeah, let's send it. So this is kind of gonna be a little bit of a review-ish kind of thing, but also a real serious video here. Do you really need 120 horsepower when it comes to driving on trails? Hell yeah, you do. Did you see that? I just went through that little groove at like 60 miles an hour. Do you really need 120 horsepower when it comes to driving on trails? How is it in the wide open space? Well, let's find out. It's a little bit wet. Alright, so this is basically my first time testing out this half windshield, and you know, it's definitely better than not having a windshield, but I thought the idea of it was to help the wind pass over your head a little better. The wind still hits me in the forehead, for sure, but it is definitely better. It's something I gotta get used to. On this particular one, there's a little bit of a whip on it to help deflect the wind from going over your head better, but it also creates a definite line in front of your face. It's something that you just got to deal with, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. we're back here on some serious trails, so let's see what it does in some serious trees. So this is gonna be pretty hardcore. Very tall weeds coming up here. But this is serious trail riding. I mean, I know I'm not on like ORV real regulated trails. These are hardcore trails, so we're putting this machine to the test. Is a Can-Am Maverick X3 actually worth it for trail riding? Alright, so at this point you're gonna see some hardcore wood action. I am in 4 low, and I'm gonna need it because we're gonna be crawling over some logs. See what it can do. Like I said, I do have a higher stance than a normal turbo, but this is probably the stance of a, say, a souped up X3 like an RR or something. I could be totally wrong, but I do have a higher stance and I do have a wider wheelbase. So I'm in between 64 and 72 inches. So it's kind of this is kind of an in between scenario. So I'm honestly making this trail up as I go. This is nothing but vegetation. And the one thing in the X3 that kind of sucks, since you are sitting low to the ground, you have a little bit less viewing angle on things, especially when you're going uphill. You can't see over the So here's another thing that the X3 does not have. This has posi diffs, so the easiest wheels that are on the differentials are going to spin. So when you're in a tight situation like this, good luck, because the other tire is going to spin, not the one you want. Yep, the Razors have the good 4-wheel drive. These I don't like so much. We're getting into some tight brush here. I know there's quite a bit of logs in this area and it's a little tight. Probably gonna have some sticks flying in here. At this time, I really wish I did have a rough on me, because there's a lot of sticks. turning radius is not very good, so you won't be turning sharp. So that's one negative on trail riding, especially this type of stuff. You're not going to be turning sharp. So turning around can be very difficult. So now we're at that point where, yeah, you've done some trail riding, but you also want to do some playing on her. So how does she do when it comes to obstacles? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, freaking awesome, but I'll let you guys decide. Backwards? Back camera. So I know what you guys might be thinking. Yes, we know she can trail ride. I know it's difficult, but we know it's fun. But the real question I know you guys are asking, can she jump? Is that a stupid question? Of course she can jump. But how well? Let's find out, shall we? I'm gonna need my harnesses for this one. Good. Come on. One down. Two down. Oh, she can jump. Well, let's find out. I'm getting a lot of air, but I'm probably not. The sun's coming out. It's getting very muggy. It's been raining all day. Alright. So when it comes down to it, is this a trail riding machine? Of course it is. What kind of question is that? Should you get this for just trail riding? Probably not. There are probably a little bit better suits for trail riding, especially if you're just doing generic trail riding, like driving 30 miles an hour on sand. The trail riding I was doing, I would do something way smaller, like, you know, Razor 900, a quad, a Sportsman. That's what I would do for that type of stuff. But this, you know, this is definitely something on the bigger side. It's got the power. The power is definitely there. It's definitely wide, especially for the type of stuff I was doing. It's wide enough, and the turning radius is difficult. So if you like hard, difficult trail riding, yeah, this is fun. So that's what I'm doing with it right now. Anyways, I got this. The reason I bought this was for everything. Dune riding, jumping, racing, trail riding. I'm doing it all on this. So this is a good machine for me to do all that. I'm a fairly experienced rider, I should say. So like I said, I'm a professional idiot. I've been riding dirt bikes, sport quads, racers, all that stuff my whole life. So I have experience of what I'm doing. So in all seriousness, if you can afford something like this, you're gonna have a good time with it. It doesn't matter what type of riding you're gonna do. So if you're just doing that type of trail riding, I would go something different. But yes, it's fun. I love this machine so far. Something I'm definitely not used to because I've been on the Razor grind for a long time. So this is fun. I really like it, and thank you guys for watching this all so far. I'm trying to change up how I'm doing things, so we are going to be drag racing these here very soon, so stay tuned for that. If you guys could leave a like and subscribe, that's all I'm really asking for you. According to my stats, like 90% of you guys aren't subscribed yet, which is a lot. I know I'm small, so building up that fan base, so takes time. But like I said, if you guys want me to continue doing this, I really would appreciate the support. So yeah, this was a very tough video to make. I did it all by myself. I got in and out of this machine probably 50 times to get the shots, so I really appreciate the support. Alright guys, so I gave myself a flat tire, so that was a good improvement. Not sure what it is. I did hit those jumps pretty hard, so I'm gonna put some air into it and see, hopefully I don't have a big puncture, and we'll get her fixed up. So my rock lights are on, and I don't know why, but they are on now. I don't know if I hit a jump hard enough to wiggle a wire on, but they're on. And I don't know how to turn them off. So there they are, my rock lights. No idea how they got turned on, and I have no idea how to turn them off. Alright guys, so I do have a hole somewhere right in this area, so it's pluggable, so I'm going to put a plug in it and fix that. I got to figure out how these rock lights turn off and on. They were, as far as I know, they need a remote to turn on and off. These are Alpina underglows or tough pods or something. I think they're tough pods, so I'm going to try to figure out how to turn them on and off. As far as I know, I'm glad they work, but as far as I know, they need a remote and maybe a phone. But so I'm going to play with these. I think I can change the colors on them, but they got them on red, so which is fine. They look good with that. So we'll figure this out. They are hardwired into the battery, so there's none of my switches turn it on and off. I played with all the switches I was playing with before they turned on. So my guess is that either something Bluetooth or wireless was able to activate the controller somehow. But I was jumping this pretty darn hard, so I don't know if I jarred the controller enough to just turn them on. So I'm probably going to have to disconnect them from the battery to turn them off, because I cannot figure it out. Like I said, I did not put these on. When I bought this, they were already on. But there's supposed to be a remote that controls them. So there's actually different colors I can choose, but they're on red, probably to match the orangish color of the shocks. So I need to figure that out. I'm probably just going to leave them on, and if the battery's dead, it's dead. But yeah, not sure. I'm glad they work, so now I know that they work, but I don't have a way to control them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, all that fun stuff. We do have a podcast available down below if you guys want to check us out down there. We're available on pretty much everything: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all that fun stuff.